right, so what do you do if you've got glaze that's a little bit too thick? And one of the ways you know that glaze is a little bit too thick is it's got little holes in it, little pinholes. Mine has these little pinholes, and so I'm a little worried that it's going to run down. I've got 1/4 inch of wax, a clean section on the bottom, but I'm still going to want to clean that up a little bit. So I'm going to use a feathering technique and my vent. But if you are doing this, you're going to be creating a little bit of clay dust. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to turn on my mixing table vent right here. That's going to turn on the vent right here. And then I'm also going to wear a mask. There's masks up above the sink. I'm going to wear a mask to keep myself safe, so I'm not breathing this in. Can you understand me? I'm using a dry sponge, not wet, dry. I'm using a dry sponge, and I'm going to rub this glaze just a little bit. And if you can see it, I don't know if it's visible in the camera, but there'll be a little bit of dust that's coming up and getting sucked into this vent. So I've feathered this piece. Oops. I've feathered this piece just a little bit, and I've thinned out just this bottom section. I haven't thinned it out so that I can see the clay through. I don't want it that thin, but I've lightened it up, I've thinned it out just a little at the bottom. As the glaze melts, it's going to move down, right? Gravity. It's going to move down, and so the thicker section has more space to melt. This section has less space to melt, and I'm not going to risk, or not as likely to risk, getting this glaze on the shelf. Now, when I'm done with this piece, or any piece, I'm going to check the bottom and make sure I have no glaze on the bottom, and then I'm going to bring it over to this cart. Now, this cart here says reduction, glaze work reduction, fire on it. And this type of, be sure you check the sign. This is cone 10, but your glazes may look different if they're an oxidation versus reduction. Then I'm going to want to put it on my shelf. Two things I'm checking: the bottom and that the shelf is clean. If you put your piece on a drop of glaze on the shelf and it sticks to the bottom of your piece will be stuck to the shelf in the kiln. It doesn't matter that it wasn't your fault, so you need to check that shelf. The other thing I want you to check is the height. So I'm going to put, this is 4 inches, I'm going to put a 4-inch stilt next to this piece, but I'm also going to raise this up on a biscuit. And so this is actually too tall for the 4-inch shelf. I'm going to move it down to the 5-inch shelf. And to help your classmates, you should move your piece all the way to the back, so it's out of the way, so that as they put stuff on, they don't have to lift their work over yours. If your classmates pick up their work and slide it over yours, yours is likely to get bumped and have the glaze be messed up on its way. So if you put yours in the right spot, put it back, check the bottom, then we know you're in good shape. All right? Thank you.